Hi, so Charlie giving you, I don't know when I'm going to put this out, maybe Tuesday's video. And I've entitled this The 50K Challenge and the Benefits of Being a Trader. So a slightly different video at this stage in the week. And I chose to do this video because I thought, oh God, I've got the 50K challenge coming up this Thursday. Now, if you're not, the reason I've talked about this in the video here is because if you're not on our email database, you wouldn't have had an invite because we don't put everything that we do out on YouTube. So if you're not on our email list, you won't have had the invite. So I'm looking at the webinar information at the moment. There are 90 spots left, about 90 spots left. If you want to come, it's this Thursday at 7 p.m. UK time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the invite link below, so you'll have to probably hit like a down arrow button on YouTube, and then the information will be below. So where you see the description of what this video is, expand that box and the link will be below there. So that's where it will be below this whole video. Just expand the box down, you'll find the link, and then you can sign up. I'm sorry that if you can't get it, we have the Zoom, we're using Zoom, and it gives us 500 participants, so we can only, it's maxed out at 500. There's 400 and, well, it's 412 I'm looking at right now as far as that. Look, if I actually bring it across so you can see that I'm showing you. So this is it here, and hopefully you can see down here that registrants are 412 at the moment from the email that went out last week. And I haven't even sent lots of emails out, I've only sent the one, but because I knew that we were restricted to 500. So if you do want to come, try and sign up as soon as you get this, and like I said, it'll be maxed out at 500. If you can't get in, if it says you're already maxed out, we're already maxed out, when you come around to signing up, I'm sure that it will be recorded and then it will get put onto our website at some stage. So it will get on there. So you will still be able to see the recording of it at some point, but that may take a couple of weeks. I don't know. Okie dokie. So what I've also talked about the benefits of trading here in line with the 50K challenge, because as many of you know, I've done previous challenges before. I've won, the London Forex show, live trade off, 5 times winner, undefeated each year. I've done the 10K challenge. I've done the the Friday live trading videos every Friday for years, until really the last 12 months or so, and then I started getting a bit bored of it. So because I wasn't always in the trading room anymore on a Friday, and so that's why I stopped doing. Or say, yeah, I did stop for a while because I just wasn't day trading. And so, especially last year in 2019, if I wasn't in our trading room, I wasn't day trading. Simple as that. There just wasn't a lot of volatility. Anyway, that's all back because Kim's doing them, and now I'm splitting them with Kim, which is quite nice. So I do them every other Friday normally. So anyway, those are the sorts of things that I get a lot of joy and happiness from trading, being able to do what I'm doing, but also share it with everybody else. And this brings me on to the benefits of trading. So what do I get as a benefit? Everybody has their own individual reason for getting into trading. Obviously, everybody gets into trading because they want to make money, but that's a crude answer, so to speak. Yes, they want to make money from the markets, but it's usually a lifestyle decision as well. So it might be that someone wants to, they're not happy at work. 85% of people are not happy. They're not happy in their working life. And so that's a really big driver for a lot of people. One thing I would always say to people, though, is even if you're not happy in your life, don't become a full-time trader, because that's then shifting a huge amount of pressure onto you to make money month in, month out. Always have a secondary source of income. Much easier psychologically to trade when you haven't got to think, oh God, but I've got to put X amount of money on the table at the end of this month. If you don't have to do it because you do have a supplementary income, whether it's from another business, whatever, work or pensions or property, whatever it might be, that's the best way to do it, because then you're trading without that pressure. Now, I'm constantly doing trading challenges and things to put myself in a pressurized environment, but that's my choice, because I always say that if I want to educate people, I have to be willing to put my neck on the line, and that's why I do everything the way I do over the years. Anyway, so this all comes brings us on to the benefits of trading. And it's sort of I've got something in mind which is sounds a bit morbid, but there some I don't know who wrote this, but there someone said about the five regrets of the dying. It's people at the end of their lives who, when they look back at their lives, what were the five most common regrets they might have? One was, did they live a true life? The other one was, probably felt that they'd worked too hard, didn't express their feelings the way they really should have done, didn't spend enough time with friends and family, and wish they'd been happier. So those are sort of the top five. And the one thing that I have always had with over these last 20 years, certainly, how long have I been live trading? Um, how long have I been real trading as a career, so to speak? Since late 2001. What's that? 19 years. So, is that trading has made me quite. I say made me, but I'm very, very happy, and I feel very fortunate to have the lifestyle, so to speak, that I have. And I'm not talking about money or anything like that, because again, trading affords people to what? Work for themselves, maybe not having to work for anybody else. So it's a lifestyle choice. It doesn't have to be that you've got to become a millionaire from trading. That's the cliche that all of the the Instagrammers and the people selling the dream, so to speak, it's there for you and you can do it. I'm testimony to that. But I'm not this flashy person who's showing off wads of cash that you see people doing on these silly programs and stuff. So anyway, the point that I have from it is it's enabled me to work from home and to be able to then do things during the course of my days that a lot of people can't do who have a full-time job. And this brings me on to this what's going on in the world and has been going on in the world with the pandemic. It doesn't matter what your views are on the pandemic itself and what your beliefs are around it. What it's enabled us to all do, and probably this is probably the only time in all of our histories whereby we've seen the whole sentiment of the world has changed, and it's certainly given me chance to pause and reflect on not so much on my life, because I don't feel like I need to make major changes, but certainly to pause and reflect on how I see the world and how I see my interaction with the world. So, the one thing that I've taken from this is that actually I don't have a high carbon footprint, because I work from home. I use energy to run my monitors, my screens and stuff. But in fact, Rach and I are just changing our energy suppliers over at the moment to more environmentally friendly energy suppliers. Anyway, that's not what this is about. Anyway, that's my personal thing that I'm doing, that I feel like, wow, not only have I got this lifestyle, I feel that because of that lifestyle, because of the time I have, I can do some other things as well to maybe help our fellow man and even the planet at large as well, because we've all seen examples of how the planet, as a result of this lockdown, has thrived in many ways. We've seen waters, oceans clean up. I don't want to say oceans clean up, actually, that'd be the wrong thing with all the plastic out there, but we've certainly seen areas of water. Let's just take Venice as a classic example. With the lack of tourism that's gone on there, they've seen the waters clean up, fish have come back. We've just seen it on the news at the weekend about Thailand and Koh Samui, and so lots of areas of nature just come thriving back when we're not doing what we normally do. Now we have to get to the world back to some sort of normality, and people are going to be moving around a lot, of course, but certainly it's given us something to think about, and that's where I'm coming from. It's given me something to think about, and so I just wanted to give you something to think about for a change, and say, well, okay, we've got the 50k challenge coming up, and that's all very well, the challenges and things like that, and that's again another sort of demonstration of what I do, but let's be reflective as well, and I appreciate that we are going into an environment whereby, let's be honest, there's going to be lots of people being made redundant all around the world as a result of this virus, and so a lot of people are going to be looking at what they can do, and for those people who are in that situation, maybe you don't have to have regrets. Even if you fail at something, at least you'll look back at the opportunity and think, well, at least I gave it a crack. At least I had a go at it, rather than like I said about the regrets of the dying, looking back on your life and thinking, oh, I wish I'd have done this or I wish I'd have done that. So this is a tremendous opportunity for people who are trading, have been trading, to say, well, actually, with a bit of redundancy or whatever it might be, the situation you're in, um, now might be the best time than ever before or any other time in your future to say, a bit like I did back in 2001, and I said, I'm going to give it 12 months. I'd already been trading for 4.5 years or so at that time, bearing in mind. But I'm going to give it 12 months. I've got some cash behind me, and if I can't make the transition into full-time trading, which lots of people don't want to do anyway, I can always go back into my previous career. So I'm not saying you have to be a day trader, not at all, because there's obviously day trading, swing trading, and there's so many different things that you can do. But maybe there's some sort of combination that you could do as a result of being made redundant. Maybe having us building a business as well, or whatever it might be, doing something you truly love. Because they say the definition of happiness is to find something more important than you and dedicate your life to it. My I get absolute happiness from my job, my career, from trading the markets. I love the mental challenge of it. That's what I enjoy. It's so stimulating. As a career, does it create? Is it putting good out there into the world? No, not really, is it? I'm just trading the financial markets, but I can still take care of that myself with the time that it allots me to be able to do other things. So there you go. That's my little video this week. Remind me, I'm 12 minutes in, and there's almost nothing about trading, but then maybe it's all about trading there, and hopefully it just gives you some food for thought on your own angle with regards to trading or anything else in life. Actually, it may not be that trading is for you from what I've just talked about there, but certainly if I had never done that and left my career back in 2001 and given it a try, what would I be looking back now? Probably looking a lot older, and probably a lot more overweight than I currently am. Um, would I be, and therefore, probably not so healthy because of the career that I would have had. Would I have always looked back on my life thinking, I wonder what it would have been like if I had have taken that opportunity? So there you go. There's a few things to think about there this week, quite philosophical, but that's probably just the way I'm at right now. As we're coming out, I say coming out, and dipping our toe back in maybe with the virus pandemic as well. But certainly that's another thing that it's enabled us to do, is to stay home, and I can continue to stay home, working from home. In this environment. So there you go. That's today's video. I am back on Friday for live trading, and in the meantime, like I said, there's about 90 spaces left on the 50k challenge for Thursday. Take care for now. See you at the end of the week.